I'd like to give all praises and glory to Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai Bashim, Yahweh Kodash, Shabbat, Namis, my elders, of the Moses, Christian, truth, all truth, and sincerity, Shalom, to Yakim, that's around and about of the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth with all truth and sincerity, Shalom. And as you can see, if you brothers haven't seen the Invincible anime, I suggest you brothers watch it, man, because it shows you that how we're gonna be, in the kingdom, man, and how we're gonna have a spiritual power and so forth, man. It's a real good show to watch, but the title of this video, then, of this lesson, and it's just gonna be quick, that how they say you will own nothing, and you will love not owning nothing, man. But really it's more like we will own you heathens, man, and you heathens will have nothing, and that's the title of this video. We will own you and you will have nothing. And this is Ezekiel chapter 36 verse 24. For I will take you out of the nations, and I will gather you from all countries and bring you back into your land, into your own land. And how is Yahweh Bashim is going to do that? He's going to do that by the way of so-called UFOs. He's gonna come with the fathership and deliver us. As what happened in the Exodus. What happened back then, man. With the fathership appearing over Israel, man. When Pharaoh and them was after. But he's gonna come with the fathership and bring us back into our own land. We're certain captivity right now, but soon we're gonna be back into our own land. And how we're gonna get back into our own land? By the way of the fathership, by the way of the angels, our brethren, beaming us up, man. Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai will that we all make it, And this is Isaiah chapter 14, 1-9. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel, and will set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob, man. And these Edomites, they're gonna cleave unto us, man. We will own them, and they will have nothing, man. And they'll be getting judged, man, for the wickedness that them and their forefathers have done, man. And we're gonna rule them with the rod of iron, It's not gonna be a Jesus love you moment in the kingdom, man. Let's spark up some weed and let's just love each other, man. There's gonna be a vigorous rule over these heathens, man. It's gonna be what they call it, a police state, man. By the way of the Israelites ruling, man, over these heathens, and over these Edomites, man. It's gonna be a police state, man, a vigorous police state, a vigorous rule, that's coming forth, pretty soon, And this is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 2. And the people shall take their hand and bring them to the place, and the house of Israel shall possess them. And that's these heathens, man. We're gonna possess them in our land. Possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. So they're gonna be servants and handmaids, man. And their women are gonna be our concubine. Which they don't believe this right now, but the prophets has been out on the street corners prophesying this for ages, man, and yet nobody takes heed, man. But the ones that knows, man, they know what prophecy instates, what prophecy proclaims, man. And prophecy doesn't sway, where it can't be persuaded. You know, all prophecy does is take its course, man. You know, as we went into captivity, these heathen nations and Esau and Edom is gonna go into captivity, man. You know, and they seen it through their technology, through their visions, dreams, through the chariots messing with them, man. You know, through the chariots messing with the silos, man. Through them trying to figure out what are these chariots. You know, back then in the 1800s. You know, in the 1900s. You know. So they know that their time is their time to rule in this kingdom is being cut short, man. Their time is up, you know, and they're gonna be servants and handmaids in the kingdom, man, and they're gonna be ruled in a police state, in a police kingdom, man, in a police world of the Israelite man, you know, and they're gonna love every minute of it, man. They're gonna love us ruling over them, man. You know, they're gonna love us possessing their women, you know, and possessing them, you know. They're gonna love every minute of it, man. And they shall take them captives, who captives they were. And as we was Esau and Edom and the heathens captives, they're gonna be our captives, man. And that's how balanced Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is. That as we was once their servants, man, they're gonna be our servants, man. You know. And then how they treated us in this reincarnation, man. You know, it ain't gonna be compared to how we're gonna treat them. You know, how the world is gonna be, man. You know, because as the world is right now, man, the world is there's a lot of microplastics. There's a lot of stuff that kills you, cancer, stuff like that, man. But the world that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is coming with, man, is going to be far better than the world that they have treated, that have made for us in this captivity, man. You know, but they will get punished. They will get punished with harsh labor, man, and beatings, you know, daily, man. You know, and they shall rule over their oppressors, man. And Esau has oppressed our people for a minute, man. You know, so we're gonna rule over them, man. We're gonna rule over Esau and Edom, man, and these heathen nations, man. And really, Esau and Edom, they're gonna get it the worst, man. Cause you see how these heathen nations treat us, man. They treat us like we're below them, man. They treat us like we're scum, like we're no good, like we can't. We you know, the heathens, they really don't like us being around their kids, you know, because they don't want us to rub off, you know, they don't want us to rub off on them, man. You know, I know, you know, not in that way, man, but you know, the heathens, they hate their kids being around us. They hate their kids acting like us, man. You know, trying to be us, man. Trying to be rappers, athletic, so forth and so forth, man. You know, but really, they treat us. They look down on us, man. You know, these heathens, man. These Moabites, man. You know, these what they call it, Ishmaelites, man. You know, they really hate us, man. You know, these Hamites, man. You know, but soon these Moabites and Moabites are really they're really close with Esau, man. You know, and the Edomites, man. They're really close with them, man. You know, that's basically their homeboys, man. You know, just like how Issachar is with Judah. You know, that's how these Moabites are with Esau and Edom, man. These heathen nations, man. You know, but soon the Moabites, they're gonna hate Esau and Edom for convincing them to go up against us, man. You know, and they're not just gonna get beaten. Edomites are not just gonna get beaten and harshly and being a vigorous rulership and being harsh labor, man. They're gonna get picked on and stuff by these heathen nations, man. You know, while they work, man. You know, these heathen nations, they're gonna treat them like shit, man. You know. But moving forward, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 2. Then shall thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest wrong scripture. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 9, verse 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, man. And Esau, you're the beginning of the world, man, and we're the Salah. Esau, you're the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning. We're the beginning of the world that followeth, man. You know. So we're gonna rule in a police state environment with spiritual power. You know, you're gonna be you're gonna be our servants, our handmaids, man. You know, and we're gonna have say so over you, man. You know, you're gonna belong to the nation of Israel, man. You know, and this is what every heathen nation, every heathen fears, man. Is a black, you know, so-called black man ruling over them, man. You know, it just irks their soul, man. You know, I think that's you know, that's their worst nightmare, man. You know, seeing a black man ruling over you, man. You know, telling you what to do, beating you upside your head. You know, telling you how to do things, man. Telling you where to go and where to set things. You know, these heathens, they gonna get a lot of bashing upside their head, man. You know, because they're stubborn too, man. They don't want to listen to Jake, man. You know, they don't really want to listen to us, man. You know, they don't want nothing to do with us, man. You know, but Esau, you're gonna get it the worst, man, because these heathen nations, man, they're gonna play mind games with you. They're gonna treat you like shit, man. You know, they're gonna hate you, man. You're gonna get tormented by these heathen nations that you was in league with, man. You know, because they're gonna hate you the most, man. You know, because you have lied to them, man. You know, you have deceived them, man. You know, so you know, that's all I wanted to bring out. You know, I hope this lesson is edifying. I know it was short, but yeah, man, a police state, a police world environment is coming, man. You know, and I can't wait, man. You know, because it's gonna be perfect. You know, everything is gonna be set in order. We're not gonna have to figure out what's in our water. You know, figure out what's in our food. Figure out you know, if the ocean is polluted. You know, figure out if there's any chemicals in the air or in the rainwater. You know, everything. The world is going to be brought back to its full capacity and its full production, man. You know, our food is not going to be tampered with. Our water is not going to be tampered with. Our clothes and the stuff that we use daily is not going to be tampered with, man. You know, everything on this side is either defiled or either polluted, man. You know, we live in a society where everything is defiled or polluted, man, because of this damn devil, man. You know, but sooner or later, man, you know, everything is gonna be brought back into its rightful place. You know, and the Israelites is gonna be on top, man, ruling, man. You know. And Esau and these heathen nations, man, we're gonna have a field day with you, you know, and you're gonna love every minute of it. So, shalom.